What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're taking a look at the Soundcore Life P3i. So these are kind of like the little brother of the original Life P3, which till this day, those are one of the best pair of true wireless earbuds that you can get for under $100. They give you pretty much all the specs and features that you could ask for here in 2022. Well, now we have the P3i, which are even more affordable at only $60. They just don't have quite as many specs and features. So for starters, you don't have as many color options. You also don't have wireless charging. You don't have the different modes in terms of active noise cancellation. If you remember with the original Life P3, they have outdoor mode, indoor mode, as well as transport mode. So you've got some flexibility there depending on the environment that you're in, so that you can try and cancel out as much noise as possible. But aside from that, they're giving you a lot of the same value that you get with the original Life P3, just at a more affordable price tag. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at these, starting off with the charging case. So here we have the case, very straightforward, nothing too out of the ordinary. It's just a black matte finish all the way around. You can see in the middle there, you do have a very small LED indicator to help you gauge your battery life. On the lid of the case is where you have your Soundcore branding, so you can see that there. And then on the bottom is where you have your Type-C charging port, as well as a pairing or a reset button. Once you open up the case, you can see the earbuds inside. And one thing I will say, I do wish that the lid locked into place just a little bit better once you open up the case. If you kind of tilt the case, you can see that the lid will kind of close on its own, but I don't consider it to be that big of a deal, especially considering the price point. So moving over to the earbuds, you can see they have the stem style design. And what I really like about the appearance is this kind of chrome or reflective surface here on the exterior portion. It gives it kind of a premium look, even with this being a budget pair. They don't really look cheap or budget friendly. So I do like that about it. And these are giving you touch sensitive controls. So just that Soundcore logo there is the area that you will use to control your media. So the earbuds are running Bluetooth 5.2, and they do offer independent use, which means that you can use either the left or the right earbud while the other remains inside of the case. As far as battery life on a single charge, these are going to give you roughly 9 hours, which is actually slightly better than the 7 hours that you get on the original Life P3. And then once you factor in the charging case, you're looking at a total of about 36 hours. These also feature fast charging, so just 10 minutes in the case will give you roughly 2 hours of listening time. As far as water resistance, these have an IPX5 rating, which will give you some solid protection from sweat and water, in case you want to use these outdoors or in the gym, but it's not a pair that you want to completely submerge in water. So as far as the fit, these are pretty straightforward. If you've ever used stem style earbuds in the past, then you should pretty much know how these are going to work for you and your ears specifically. For me, as long as I have the right size ear tips, they don't really give me any issues. So they stay in place relatively well, and they're also fairly comfortable. The touch controls are easy to use, and they're pretty responsive as well, so you shouldn't really have any issues in terms of accuracy. If I wanted to wear these to the gym, I could definitely do that. They stay in place well enough. Now, over time, I'll probably have to readjust them once or twice, but for me, that's pretty much par for the course with any set of true wireless earbuds. So really quick, let's go ahead and take a look at the Soundcore app. So once you pull up the app, you're able to see the remaining battery life of your earbuds, which is always convenient. You can also switch between the different ambient sound modes. So the active noise cancellation, the transparency mode, as well as the normal mode. And then you also have access to the equalizer. So Soundcore has a total of 22 different presets for you to choose from. So you can kind of browse through those and see which ones sound the best to you. Or you can go into the custom section and choose to create your own EQ profile. So that's actually what I recommend doing. Just kind of go into the custom section and play around with the different EQ bands and just get it to a point that sounds the best to you. That's definitely how you get the most out of these earbuds. So we'll talk more about that later when we talk about sound quality. So another helpful feature within the app is the option to customize your touch controls. So you can see you have the option of a single tap, a double tap, as well as a long press. So with that, I'm able to customize my controls to the point where I have access to everything except for my voice assistant. So me personally, I can live without my voice assistant. I don't really use voice assistant that often. So the fact that I have volume controls, I have play and pause, track forward, track backward, as well as the option to change my ambient sound control, that's pretty much everything that I need. So I do like the fact that you can come in here and customize those controls and get it to a point that works the best for you. So let's go ahead and talk about the active noise cancellation. So that's definitely one of the features that surprised me about these earbuds. For these to only be 60 bucks, they could easily compete with other earbuds more than twice the price in terms of their active noise canceling ability. So even though you don't have access to those different modes like you do on the original Life P3, the overall active noise canceling ability is still off the charts, especially when you consider overall bang for buck. So in terms of ANC, these definitely have you covered. Now, in terms of the transparency mode, I don't think it's quite impressive as the ANC. It does allow you to hear more of what's going on around you, but I would say it's just okay. Compared to the ANC, again, the performance didn't quite impress me as much. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the sound quality, which is the other feature that surprised me the most about these earbuds. So these are using 10mm drivers, and right out of the box, the sound is okay. I mean, it sounds good. It gives you a very clean sound. You put the earbuds in your ear, cue up some of your favorite songs, and it gives you an enjoyable sound. But when you unlock the full potential is when you go into the app and adjust the EQ. These earbuds take to EQ adjustments very, very well, especially for them to be only 60 bucks. The mid-range as well as the highs have a tremendous amount of range, so you can really open up that sound, really bring your vocals to life, and really just get some very impressive sound quality out of these things. So if you like, clarity and detail, I would definitely recommend these earbuds, especially once you go in that app and start tinkering around with the EQ. Like I said, you can really get some impressive sound quality out of these earbuds. As far as bass, they definitely hold their own. I wouldn't necessarily call them bass heavy, but if you listen to a lot of music with bass, these aren't going to disappoint you at all. I would probably give them like an 8 out of 10 in terms of bass. So definitely very respectable. Again, what impressed me the most is the mid-range as well as the highs, and just how different you can get these earbuds to sound compared to how they sound right out of the box. So again, clarity, detail, vocals, these are going to sound amazing for you. Now, as far as the microphones, these feature a total of 4 microphones. So let's go ahead and do a mic test to give you guys an idea of the call quality. All right, so this is a microphone test of the Soundcore Life P3i. Right now we have quiet conditions, so this should give you an idea as to how you would sound in a quiet environment. Now let's see how they sound once we add some background noise. All right, so now we got some crowd noise being played on a speaker. So this should give you a rough idea as to how you would sound if you take phone calls in a more noisy environment. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. So overall, for only 60 bucks, these are an amazing set of true wireless earbuds from Soundcore. And this is what Soundcore does. They always give you a ton of value for the money that you spend. For me, the highlights, active noise cancellation, and sound quality. So I will put the link down in the description so you can check these out if you are interested. So that's going to be it for this video. Do me a favor, if you found the video to be helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up as well as subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on social media at CEO in the Making to stay up to date on all my latest content. So aside from that, as always, I will see you guys in the next one.